I'm going to show you how I hung this chandelier and the tricks for mounting and wiring. And all it cost was $219, $237 with tax, for everything. Let's go. I ordered this chandelier online and it came in just a few days. I left a link in the description where I purchased it. Let's open up the box. Okay, lots of parts. I would imagine the little glass crystals are in these packs. Let's check them out. There you have it. I'm going to lay everything out to see what we're working with. And actually, I don't want to get my fingerprints on these, so I'll make sure I don't touch the mirrors or glass. I don't want to start cleaning up fingerprints from these little things. Everything is out of the box and laid out. This is the plate that goes to the ceiling. Grounding wire, but as promised, we're going to go into the details to get into the wiring. All the pendants, and no need to take them out and risk fingerprints and losing them. We'll unwrap them when it's time to hang them. Here you go, gloves to avoid fingerprints. Nice, one size fits all. I appreciate the manufacturer including these with the kit. I'll definitely use them. Directions and some other parts. And the kit included LED bulbs. One page of directions. Seems straightforward. Let's unwrap the ties and get busy. First, building the frame. These have the screws already in them, so time for one of my favorite tools, the electric screwdriver. One leg on and 4 to go. I think you got the point. One more screw and the frame is done. Just for the sake of it, I like to tighten by hand to make sure no screws are loose. Let's skip through, speed this up, and see what we're working with to start hanging. The directions aren't clear, so I have to strategize my next step. Even this plate is showing fingerprints. I have to take this silver mounting bracket off, so the gloves come on. I'll disconnect this mounting bracket and see if this will connect directly to the ceiling. It's time to get to the electrical, so let's turn the power off. For me, I know these recessed ceiling lights are on the same circuit as the ceiling outlet. Another thing you could do is turn off the main breaker to the entire house. But again, be very careful and make sure there's no power going to the outlet you're going to install the lights to. By the way, if you're not sure how to turn the power off to the outlet, call an electrician or learn how. You can get a multimeter to touch the wires to see if there's a current or a voltage tester. Okay, the power to the outlet is off. Let's pop the cover off to expose the wires. With mine, there's a plastic bracket that the cover snapped onto. I have to remove this to expose the wires. My wire setup has a red wire, a white wire, a black wire, and a bare copper wire, so 4 wires. You might have 3 wires, black, white, and copper. The white is neutral, or also called common wire, and the black is hot, meaning there's voltage going through this wire. The red wire for this setup is not needed. Let's get the bracket to make sure it will fit in my setup. And there's a problem. Not only does it not have holes aligned to my ceiling mounting bracket, but the holes are not aligned so I can have the chandelier the length of the table. I have 4 optional screw mounting options and none will work. I'm going to need to make a mounting bracket for both mounting brackets. My job just got a little bit harder. But I came across some good news. I saved a mounting bracket from another light I put in. You could also get these at any hardware store. These are much more common than the bracket that came with the chandelier. My idea is to drill a hole in the center of the chandelier bracket and adjust the attachment and secure it with a bolt. This will hold the bracket in place at the angle I want. I'm going to quickly mark the center where I'm going to drill. If it's not center, the weight could shift to one side. Might not be a big deal, but it's better to have the weight distributed evenly, even though the chandelier is not that heavy. Let's put this in the vise and start drilling. This is how it's going to go with a nut and bolt in the center. Once I adjust this right and tighten it up, it will stay. With this light, I have to push the wires through the leg so no wiring is exposed. I think it's a much cleaner look. I'll secure the top cover and make sure everything is level. We're good. I'm starting to get used to these gloves. Maybe I'll wear them all the time. Tighten this up, but not too tight. I don't want to damage anything. Let's strip these wires so more wires exposed. Put the copper cable from the kit to the bolt for grounding. Okay, now to install my bracket on, and let's get this light up. Here it is, nice and tight. First, I'm going to connect the bare copper wire, that's the ground. I'll connect the black wire and then the white wire. It doesn't matter what order since the power is off. The cabling from the lamp can be connected to either black or white. The cabling is a clear plastic on both. Usually, if the cable needs to be specific, it's white or colored. With this chandelier, you can connect either cable. I'll tuck away the red wire because it's not being used. Cover and secure the wires with a twist wing wire connector. Make sure the copper ground is on good. Tuck these wires in and feed the screws through the holes and secure with the nut. That's it. Finishing this up, I just need to have the crystals in. This is the easiest part. I turn the power on to do a quick test. Quick test is a success. Depending on your taste, this might be a little too disco Diana Ross for you, but this install should give good guidance how to install a chandelier. And if you run into any problems, hopefully my quick fix for a bracket will help you. And here it is, the finished product. The nice thing is that this runs on LED bulbs that are low energy and should last for many years. My feeling is that a chandelier really adds to the house and is noticeable when you walk right into the room. Putting in crystal, you do have the risk that it'll make it look like grandma's old lighting, but I think the frame around this light gives it a more modern, updated look. Let me know if this helped you, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And for more content, don't forget to subscribe.